Welcome to Bosch's Virtual Training Labs, Archive Player 2.10, Module 4, Exporting Video. To export the video that we selected in either Module 2 or 3, select the Export tab as shown here, and this will open up the Export page. Prior to exporting, there are a few settings you may want to adjust. The first is the file format in which you want to export. With Archive Player 2.10, you have the option of exporting the video into Bosch's MPEG-4 format, which is the default format, or changing it to Windows WMV. Simply use the Export Format drop-down and select the format you wish to export in. The next setting we want to cover is adjusting the default file path for where your exports will actually end up at. You can either do it here in Archive Player by selecting the arrow next to Destination. This will open up an Explorer box. You can also choose the default destination path for all your exports using the Configuration Manager application. This will be covered in later modules. The next step in exporting is simply clicking the Export Items tab right below the destination file path. This will begin the actual export of the video. Once the export is started, you will notice on the right-hand side of the page there's an area called Export Status. You will see the clip that you're currently exporting and the actual progress it's making during its export. When a clip is finally done, it will show the status of finished. After the export is finished, you will notice that wherever your default file path was, there will be two files for the export. If you export it in .mpeg4 format, you will see that there is a .mp4 file and a .ind file on the left, and if you export it in WMV format, there will be a WMV file and a SIG file. The video files have to have their indexing files to actually play. So no matter what format you export it in, you will get two files, and those two files have to stay together. They need each other to exist. The next step in the process is to create either a CD or a DVD. To do that, from our Export Status tab, put a check mark next to the file which you wish to burn to CD or DVD. Once you've placed a check mark next to the exported video, you'll have two new options. You'll see a trash can below the Export Status file line. This will allow you to delete the selected files that you have a check mark next to. You will also see a Start Burn button. That's the green button below the Export Status window. With Archive Player 2.10, you now have the ability to burn CD-ROMs and DVDs. You will notice that my burn button is green and I have a status of 4437 megabytes. That means I have a valid DVD burner and I have a writable disk inside the burner. If your button is not green, you either don't have a valid CD-ROM or DVD burner, or you don't have a valid disk inside your burner. To start the disk creation process, simply click on Start Disk Creation. Once you've clicked the button, Archive Player will tell you it's preparing to burn the disk. After the preparation process is done, Archive Player will then burn the disk. It will burn all the video files that you've selected and place them onto your CD or DVD-ROM. The finished product is an autoplay CD or DVD. It contains a player application that will allow you to select between all the files that you've burnt to your DVD or your CD-ROM. It also contains all the supporting files that anyone would need to view this video. Example is Bosch's Video SDK or ActiveX plugin, along with the .NET Framework installation package, which is needed for Archive Player and the player application. This concludes this module. Thank you.